Neklep na mě, natáčím video, vyfič. Neslyšíš, že mluvím? Well, hello there. It's resentment towards humanity, and I've decided just to do something easy and fun to keep this channel going, so I've opened a website with tag questions and I'm going to answer some of them randomly. Since being a YouTuber is already very narcissistic, so let's just go with the flow of narcissism and speak about myself. You're gonna worship me. Bitches. What are you listening to now? Can you hear anything? I'm not listening to anything. But lately I've been very into Einstürzende Neubauten and Sobereturners. Worst injury you have ever had? I've broken my teeth. It hurt like a bitch. And what was even creepier and worse and more painful was hearing the sound of the teeth leaving me, just rolling away from me on the tiles of the school hallway. What do you put on to bed? More like, what do I take off? What novels do you read? Right now I'm reading this. It's about a girl whose best friend is dead, and now she's been seeing him as a ghost and having some very strange hallucinations. And she's had a past with drugs, and I think she may be schizophrenic, but she never said that in the book. I just guess she might be. Do you like coffee? Yes, but my nervous and freaking out part of personality hates me for that. Are you hot? Yes, I am hot. All the time. I don't understand how it's possible that I'm wearing this hoodie, 'cause inside I'm burning. I'm dying. Just please bring freezers and open them and just make the cool air come on me. Are you rich? No. Love to. When did you last go shopping? I don't go shopping. I don't need to. Even now I have too much stuff. Have to get rid of all of it. No, I love my stuff. Sometimes I buy something from the internet, but it's the necessary things that I cannot live without. Like the new lipstick I got from Black Moon Cosmetics in the shade Mermaider. Which brings me to, please, watch Metalocalypse. What's your favorite subject? I don't have one. I have half of all the subjects I ever had. And it's not physics, nor chemistry. What's your favorite pet? I want a cat. But I can't have a cat, because we have a dog. We used to have a cat, and we had to give him away, because the neighbors were complaining about him bringing dead shit on the doorstep. What did they expect? He's a cat. He's not anymore, he's probably dead. I was 5 at the time. How's your best friend? I don't know, long time no see. Okay. Do you sing or dance in the shower? Sometimes. Do you cry in sad movies? Yes, but I cry more often in reality. Are you always happy? Depends on the level of happiness you're speaking about. Are you drunk? Do I look drunk? No. How long can you stay without bathing? Not long. Sometimes when I know I'm not sweaty, that I've just stayed at home all day, And I don't, but the other day I have to. Ever laughed at the wrong moment? No. Is it the wrong moment when you're walking down the street and then you remember something funny? Those are the funniest moments. Would you drop your phone after you just bought it? Would you? I never have. I never would intentionally. Do you always smile for the camera when taking pictures? I don't smile for the camera because my smiles look retarded. When I smile, when it's honest, it looks good and it looks pretty and cute. But when I'm trying to pose for the camera, whatever face I put on looks unnatural and stiff and it doesn't look good. I think I could never be a photo model because I can only be pretty when I'm acting natural. Or maybe in my videos I'm kind of pretty, I guess, but when I'm trying to be static, it doesn't work. It does not work. Trust me. In my life, I've only made probably 13 good photos. Summer or winter? Winter, but autumn is better. Do you have siblings? Yes, one. What's your eye color? Um, this is my eye color. You see it? Okay. What's your favorite cereal? I don't eat them. What do people like you for? Wish I knew. Wish they did. How many people have you slept with over the last month? One? How long can you stick in a relationship? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Do you have special talents? Do they count as talents? There are so many that I can never be a genius at anything because I'm good at too many things. Do you like joking a lot? Depends on what you're joking about. Where were you born? In a hospital. Favorite movie? I have several, but not too many. I'm not a movie person really. Are you lazy? Sometimes. Would you prefer to be hurt by someone you love most, or by someone you trust most? Um, by someone I love most because it wouldn't hurt that much. If you trust somebody, then it's a huge deal. But if you love somebody, if you really love somebody, you don't expect them to love you back, so it's understandable if they hurt you. Because it's not their fault that you love them, but if you trust them, then they must have proven to you that they were trustworthy. And when you see it's an illusion, that really hurts. It's different from seeing that the person you love doesn't love you back, because you don't need love to be in a relationship. That's the first thing. And the other thing is that it should be unconditional if you want to call it love. Do you think you are old-fashioned? No. Certain things mean a lot to me, and I stick with what I believe in, and some of it may seem quite old-fashioned, but it's related and connected to my ideas, which are most often connected to changing the world, to not thinking the way that our ancestors used to. And I hate it when people are conservative just because they are used to it, instead of really believing it in what we've had for centuries. Love with heartbreaks or no love at all? I'd go for love with heartbreaks because anything may end badly, and it's better than living in a sterile coffin or just floating above it all and not risking. What's harder for you, facing someone when telling them the way you feel, or facing someone when they are telling you the way they feel? Um, the first, I would say, because I have, I even have problems going ask for basic stuff. Like shopping is fine, but when there's something that I need to ask the shop assistant, then it's a problem because I want something. They may tell me to go fuck myself or not listen to me or not be nice to me. I have a problem with that. It's a curse. I don't know if it's social anxiety. That's what my former psychologists used to call it. Maybe, and rationally, I know there's nothing bad about that, but then there's some feeling. So I have done this thing. I have told one person that I had a crush on at the time that I'd had a crush on them, but I knew that there was nothing good about that, and that it could never be a thing, and I knew I didn't even want it to be a thing, and that it was just my feelings. So I just came to them and said, yeah, this is the way I feel, so please tell me tell me to go away, say no, so I can finally get over it. And then I was fine. But maybe it was just because I had a request to for them to be the bad one. So it's not the same thing as if I knew I had a chance or anything. But when somebody's telling me their feelings, it's different because I want to be there to help, and I want to be there for them to lay their burden down. Your boss wants to sack your coworker due to work shortage, and they just got the job recently. You've been working there much longer. With a large family to support, your coworker has no other source of income. Will you approach your boss and request to quit the job? Why not? That's tough. I've always been anxious about my income and the way I was going to earn my living and everything. But I'm not selfish. It's hard to tell the way it is, but I'd rather quit the job because you know what? I wouldn't even want to work for somebody. So it would be an opportunity for me to go home and work at home and fully engage in my artistic activities, which is what my job will be anyway. But if I worked for a boss, then it would be an opportunity, I'd say. Are you the type of friend you would like to have as a friend? Yes, because I am me, and what I've always wanted to was to be surrounded by people like me. Comfort zone, baby, comfort zone. No, it's better to have people who are different, so you can learn from them. But having nobody who understands you is frustrating. Which one do you prefer, trust or love? Why? Trust. because it's safer if you're lucky enough to actually trust somebody who is worthy of it, then it's much safer because there's not that much emotion. Trusting somebody is more passive than loving somebody, because when you love somebody, you actually try to do stuff for them, not for them to love you back. No, then it's not love, but it's different. When you trust someone, you only ask them or go to them with all these matters if you have something. But if you love someone, the love lasts. It You feel it every day. You think of it more or less every day. Trust is better. And also, your body can fall in love with a total idiot. But if you trust somebody, it's rational. It's uh, it's created by your brain on on the basis of a complex formula, and it's just safer, yeah. Okay. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. What do we find this time? There are sections. So first I was answering random YouTube questions, then funny YouTube questions, personal YouTube tech questions. I'm just scrolling through all of that, and I think I do you wet your bed? Who doesn't? Do you dance or sing in the car? I don't dance in the car, and I don't drive. So when there's good music, which does not happen unless I put it on, when there's good music, I do sing. Are you always impatient? I feel impatient, but I don't let it show. What did you dress up for Halloween when you were a kid? Nothing. I didn't used to celebrate Halloween. What's your religion? I'm not very religious in a way that I would worship somebody every day, but I have my own faith, which can which can be put in the category of pagan, and I am inclined to the basic ideas of Satanism as well. And it's not that I believe in gods the way they are, in a particular way of the ancient paganism, but I believe there are some basic principles in the nature which may be named and pictured as gods. So I think about those principles themselves, about love, about intelligence, about wisdom, and strength, power, all of that, because we do need that, and I know that there are connections between these things, and that it's the basic principles that run the earth, and I can see that in the planets as well, because according to my opinion, these these basic principles that every ancient culture and every pagan culture had in their gods somehow really are the basis, and that they were also the basis on which the people have created astrology. Because how would it work if it wasn't derived from something basic? So I know it does work. I believe it does work because I've seen deeper into it. Do you have kids? Hopefully no. Not yet. When did you last cry? Like 10 minutes ago? And 5 hours ago? And yesterday? And a week ago? And every day, actually, computer or television. I don't watch television. I use my computer all the time. I love my computer. It makes me feel alright. Recognize that song? Um, favorite scents? So, speaking of perfumes, this baby's my favorite. It's Eternity by Klein. What I hate about it is that it's made by such a mainstream brand. It would be much cooler if my favorite perfume was something by Beepal or Cocoa Pink or something edgy, but so far it's this one by Klein, and my favorite natural smells are definitely campfire. When the wood is burning, I want the smoke to be everywhere on me, in my clothes, in my hair. When it gets in my hair, I'm not washing my hair till the fifth day from that. And lilac is my favorite flower. And beeswax. Um, have you ever forgotten your birthday? No, I'm not on drugs. Have you ever stolen a street sign before? Yes, last weekend. It's not that I had to remove it, it's just that it was lying on the ground. But I knew that my mother wouldn't understand it, and she would have thought that I would get in trouble. So I carried it to the other part of the village, and then I found the very same one. So I put it there in the grass on the ground. So it was a double-ended street sign. I thought I had trolled it in the best way possible. Um, are you always nice to people, and do you expect something in return? I am nice if they are nice. I know that they don't intend not to be nice, but if they hurt me, I'm hurt. I don't care if they meant it. And I don't care if they wanted to, but I make it so they don't do it again. And when I am, do I expect something in return? If I'm passively nice, they ask me something, I am nice and answer. That's not something to expect something in return for. And if I help them with something, still, still, I'm not throwing anyone in the face that I have done something good for them. So why would I make them remember it? Why would I care? Can't find anything answerable anymore, so I'm going away. See ya.